Unhappy, happy, unhappy. 30% of Americans report that they're unhappy in their lives, according to Harris poll. In other words, only 1 in 3 Americans report that they're happy in their lives. Take a look around the room. Are you one of them? Let me ask you this. What do you think is the #1 reason that people are unhappy in their lives? Anybody?
They think they need more money.
More money? Good answer. Anybody else?
Companionship.
Companionship? Yeah. These are all good answers. But the #1 reason people are unhappy in their lives is because they chase happiness. Great. You're in the right place today. Given the fact that we all work so hard, don't we all deserve to be happy in our lives? Yes? So let me address the elephant in the room. By the way, my name is Cal Ross, and this accent is not from North Dakota. North Dakota is from a small town outside of Washington, D.C. called Mumbai, India. I've been in the United States for more than 20 plus years, and it's been a privilege having traveled the East and the West and having met so many people across the globe. But one thing I've realized, that deep down, everyone wants to be happy. They want happiness for themselves, their families, and most importantly, they want to make a difference in the community. So today, I would like to share with you 3 key secrets that will allow you to create happiness on demand, live life on your own terms, and in fact, prosper on your own terms, and create a positive influence with your loved ones in one day. Then most people can do that in a decade. But before I share those 3 secrets, let me start with sharing a story about myself and my journey. Because we're all strangers here right now, and I want to give you a glimpse of my own life and why you should listen to me. It was March of 2010. I was standing in beautiful La Jolla, California, taking a look at the Pacific beach and magnificent ocean. There was pelicans flying in perfect formation, families sitting around, sunbathing, frisbees flying around. It was a perfect summer day. But tears were rolling down my cheeks, and I had a gold coin in my hand. And these were not tears of joy, my friends. These were tears of sorrow. Earlier in that day, I was sitting in my office when the phone rang. I was sipping my cappuccino, and my secretary Janet calls me and says, "Will you be available to meet with the senior leadership at 10 a.m.? Now, you don't get called into the boardroom unless it's something exciting, the news that they want to share with you, or something really bad news." So I was a little nervous but excited. I was dressed in my nice blue suit with a red tie. I walk into the room, and the CIO, who looked very much like Pat Wiley, shook my hands and said, "Why don't you take a seat?" And I looked around, and all the senior VPs sitting across the boardroom. There was a beautiful fish tank in the corner, and I could see the San Diego skyline on the horizon. And he said, "You delivered the Transportation Management Solution project by spearheading it, and the company's made $1.3 million in the first year, and we want to recognize you with this gold coin." Now, this coin was given as a rare symbol of excellence, and very few people in the company's 70-year history had received this. So it was really a big deal. And I was excited, and I was elated. And on my way back home, I decided to stop at the beach to reflect on what had just happened. And in that moment, I realized that I had achieved the American dream that I was striving for 17 long years. I was living in the most beautiful, magnificent city on the planet, right by the ocean. I was making all my work. I was dating this beautiful woman that I was in love with, and life could not have been better. But in that moment, my mind decided to go and say, "What's next?" I need to make a few more moves, get the corner office, and buy some of the more shiny toys, and then I would be happy. And then I realized all along that this was never going to end. I was going to keep chasing one milestone after another milestone, and that was going to be the story of my life. And in that moment, in that realization, tears started rolling down my cheeks. I became resigned, I became cynical, I became frustrated of the journey of life that I had embarked on 17 long years, with all the stress, all the burnout, and wasn't even worth it anymore. A few years later now, I'm fully self-expressed, I'm happy, I'm joyful, I'm content with what I have. I'm truly productive in what I'm doing. I've doubled my creativity. I'm enjoying my successes. And I don't cry at the beaches anymore. So what made the difference? Anybody? I'll tell you what made the difference. I went on a quest. I did a deep dive in the subject of happiness. I studied positive psychology. I interviewed people from all walks of life. I went to seminars, I went to workshops, I went on yoga retreats, I went to India on a meditation retreat. And I captured all of that wisdom in a 300-page journal, which has the 3 secrets to happiness. It's my most prized possession that I review every morning. And today, I would like to share with you those secrets. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Well, the first secret is honor yourself, because that is your access to creating happiness. Life does not happen to you. Life happens for you. You see, the external circumstances and the events and the milestones and the people around you, they do not reflect your state of happiness. According to recent science, happiness is body chemistry. Your body is a pharmacy for happiness chemicals like serotonin, dopamine, endorphins. And you can generate those chemicals at will, on demand, without relying on external circumstances. Amy Cuddy, the most celebrated social scientist at University of Waterloo, has got an amazing TED Talk that just by changing your body language, by taking on power poses, you can start triggering those happiness chemicals in your body. For example, Wonder Woman, Superman, or any of those figures that allows your body language to be more relaxed, more confident, allows the dopamine and the serotonin chemicals to start getting triggered. But if you really want to be happy in the moment, instantaneously, the easiest thing to do is to smile. So take a moment to look at the person right next to you, right in their eyes, and give them your best smile. The other thing you can do to generate those happiness on demand is following some kind of a spiritual practice. It doesn't matter what kind of religious beliefs you have. It doesn't even matter what prayers those are. It could be reading scriptures. It could be taking a walk in nature, but really appreciating life. Because what you appreciate, appreciates. And when you're truly grateful, grace flows through you. So honor yourself. You are responsible for your own happiness. We create our own happiness. Secret number 2, honor others. As Maya Angelou once said, it's not, people will forget what you might have done to them, they may even forget what you said to them, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. You see, if you're watching, let's say, a sports game in your own living room of your favorite team play, and the team wins, you feel happy, right? Now imagine this. You're watching the same game with people that you love, your friends and family, and the team wins. Now you've just magnified the happiness, have you not? Now consider this. You're sitting in a stadium with the same team playing, with thousands of fans, all celebrating. You just magnified your happiness. Honoring others allows you to amplify your own happiness. And the way to do that is to uplift others. And the way to do that is to listen for their greatness. Give them a pull-up. Figure out ways to make a difference in their lives. Contribute to their lives. Ask yourself, what is the gift I can give this person? Because when you do that, you allow them to shine. And when they shine, that light reflects back on you. Honor others. The third one is honor life. Life is going to be full of surprises, is it not? All the different challenges and all the curveballs and all the fun little things that you have not expected and it just shows up. How do you deal with that? It comes down to creating an empowering context to live into, a future that pulls you into that vision of living. For instance, we all heard the story of the two laborers laying bricks. One of them was asked, what are you doing? And he says, well, I'm just laying bricks so I can get paid at the end of the day. The other guy says, I'm building a cathedral. The same labor, the same unit of work, but two different perspectives. So we do have the power to change the meaning that we give to our work, to our life, to our relationships, and to a purpose that we want to live into. Gandhi had the purpose of quitting India movement. Dr. King had the purpose of civil rights. Mother Teresa had the purpose of taking care of the marginalized people in the society. Because when you set a grand purpose for your life, a purpose, a goal that's even so big that you may not even achieve it in your lifetime, but it gives a reason for living. As the Japanese say, ikigai, which is a reason for being. So honor life. So let's do a quick recap. Honor self, honor others, honor life. Now that you know these three secrets of life, what is possible now? What's available for you in your life? Consider that for a moment. As Lao Tzu, one of the brilliant Chinese philosophers, once said, if you look to others for fulfillment, you'll never be fulfilled. If your happiness depends on external circumstances, you'll never be happy. When you realize that there is nothing lacking, when you're content with what you have, the whole world belongs to you. Remember this. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. Happy, happy, happy.